Hello Leo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your August reading for the second half from the 16th all the way through the 31st. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout the duration of your reading and take from it whatever makes sense for you personally. So of course we're still in Leo season, we'll be heading into Virgo season very soon. So let's take a look and see what's coming up for you guys the second half of the month. I'll be starting with these four decks here, the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon, Heart and Soul Whispers of Love deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. We'll grab some cards from the Truth deck, Soulmate Edition by Pretty Spirits, and then I'll go ahead and grab some dialogue messages from my HEARTSPACE Oracle, as well as some other decks that I'm guided to use for this particular reading. So we're going to first take a look at the current energies for your connection here, Leo, and see what comes forward as the opening message for this reading. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. What do we need to know heading into the second half of the month? Current energies for your connection. We are starting off with look at what the cat dragged in. So somebody wants to come back. Somebody wants to return. Maybe you guys had an argument the last time you saw each other. They are coming towards you with some sort of apology. Okay. And then we also have caged heart. They probably hurt you. They did something to damage the relationship. And then we have the real deal. Okay. So first of all, there's this need to take a look at the reality of the situation, and maybe that's what they've spent time doing, and ultimately realizing that they did something to hurt you here. But I feel they want to return because they have a particular goal in mind, and there could ultimately be long-term commitment here. And then we do have the hitched card right after the real deal. So even though things might be a little bit rocky between the two of you right now, Leo, maybe what it is that they are envisioning at this point in time is to have a reconciliation and possibly taking things to the next level where there could be engagements or even marriages in the future. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what this is about, focusing on the current energies. So I'm going to be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot here. And all the decks that you see here today will be listed down below in the description box, as well as the links to purchase them if you're interested in any of these. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, focusing on the current energies for the second half of August. So you guys probably had a falling out. They did something to hurt you, but they want a new beginning, you see. So Ace of Cups, it can be new love for those of you who are too hurt to even talk to this person or even to accept an apology at this point. We do have the Nine of Pentacles representing that independent solo energy. You're kind of doing your own thing maybe at this point in time, Leo, because you've got this caged heart and the damaged heart right here, but they clearly are wanting a new beginning. Perhaps, however, you might also be on a very different page where you're just focusing on yourself, your own journey, your own healing, and working on taking care of you for a change. So it really depends on how you see this, whether you are open to a reconciliation or not, you know. So maybe right now, as I've mentioned, you're on your own. You could be single and maybe not interested in a reconciliation, but for those of you who are, I feel there's a person here who certainly wants to return, to come back. Okay, so we do have the Lover's card. We do have the Two of Cups. And with cards like the Real Deal and Hitched, I feel when it comes to them, they still picture you as somebody that they perhaps want to get married to someday, or at least be a life partner. They could have, however, part of the damaged energy from this caged heart might have been that there could have been cheating or infidelity going on. The Lover's card can sometimes be indicative of that. There could have been a third-party situation. That could be the reality of things as well. You guys could have either already been married or even engaged or really committed in the partnership, and then they did something to ruin the partnership. And so here they are wanting to return, want to apologize because they still see you as this Two of Cups, a soulmate connection. Some of you guys might feel that this could even be a twin flame connection, but you guys have had your fair share of challenges, and here's a part of the challenge. That's Seven of Swords. Deception and lies, could have been cheating, but it's some sort of betrayal here. And that's why you're just protecting your heart space, perhaps at this point in time, Leo. You guys could have also been arguing. We do have the Five of Wands coming through here. And it was this competition. If there was competition here, maybe there were other people in the picture. And then we do have the Moon's energy. Some of you guys could also have been dealing with a Pisces specifically. But what I'm ultimately feeling here is they were hiding things from you. They could have been sneaking around. They could have, as I've mentioned, got themselves tangled up in third-party situations. We see that with the Seven of Swords. And this is you protecting your heart so that you end up not getting hurt again. So I feel for some of my Leos, maybe other parts of your life could be going really well. Maybe your finances are looking up. And for those of you, take this if it makes sense. Either you were married, as I've mentioned, or in a committed partnership, and you guys paid your bills together, pooled your money together, but this is you able to stand on your own 2 feet to be able to provide for yourself. Okay, so that's the opening message and what's going on currently when it comes to the partnership. We have somebody who wants to return despite something that they might have done to hurt you or break you guys up. All right, so focusing now, Leo, on their innermost thoughts about the connection. So I'll be pulling from the Heart and Soul Whispers of Love deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot first. And then we'll add to that with other decks. So what's a part of their innermost thoughts about the connection right now? So they did something here. I want to grow old with you. So it's very similar to that energy of really wanting to establish a lifelong commitment to you. Let's see what else. What else for Leo? Your person's innermost thoughts about the connection. Kissing you still gives me chills. So maybe there's something about those intimate moments that they shared with you, and in particular the kissing. You know, there's something there that they might be reminiscing about. Okay, let's see what else. One more message from their innermost thoughts about the connection. I will start putting you first now. Okay, so if they didn't put you first before, they are recognizing that here and realizing maybe they really messed up in that area. So let's go ahead and grab a card from the Truth Deck Soulmate Edition here. For Leo, second half of August. Ooh, we have 2 cards. Okay, so we have Just a Crush. And then we have Daydreaming About You. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling a couple of different energies here. If there was infidelity in the partnership, you know, maybe at this point they are acknowledging that they were maybe attracted to someone else, and maybe they thought that it could have turned into something more, but it ended up maybe just being surface, sort of, surface level connection. And they're telling you here it could have just been a crush on someone else, or it could have also started off as a crush when you guys first connected. There's something about the connection that they are thinking about, daydreaming about you in particular. And then bottom of the deck, look at this. We have forgiveness that is needed. That's ultimately what it is that they're wanting. And right from the very start with this reading, we saw the return and apologies. So I feel they're wanting to come in with that apology. They're wanting your forgiveness. That doesn't necessarily mean that they will receive it if you're just not open to that. Okay, but that is what's coming through. They're wanting to apologize. They're wanting forgiveness. They're telling you here that they are ready and willing to put you first. They are really thinking of the future and what they could ultimately build with you. So let's grab some additional tarot here. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. What else do we need to know at this time? And if you're still really upset with this person, maybe you still need some downtime, okay? So we do have a cycle that has completed between the two of you, but that doesn't mean that you guys cannot open up a new cycle for things to change. And then we have your own Leo energy coming in with that Strength card. And maybe this has been really difficult for you, Leo, to even process what's happened between you and this person. And we do have, again, the Seven of Swords. So this is perhaps clarifying for us that some of you guys experienced this. It was a betrayal, infidelity, cheating, trust issues, okay? We do have the Ten of Pentacles, however. So there's something tied into finances that are popping up in your reading, Leo. So maybe you're in a much better place at this point in time in your life when it comes to your career, your finances. Or I'm kind of getting this too for some of you that maybe this infidelity and cheating might have happened in a work environment. Take that if it makes sense. But the way they see you, since we're tapped into their innermost thoughts about the connection, they know that they did you wrong. And they're ready to really let the past go, whatever happened. This could be giving us an indication of what happened. And they recognize perhaps that it's going to take every ounce of strength within you, Leo, to even want to give them a second chance. But they certainly would like that. And what they're telling you here is that they are willing to put in the effort and the work to be able to show you that you guys can still be happy together in the future, and that they're bringing security and stability this time. That really is a part of what it is that they're wanting. That's a particular goal that they are focused on. And then we have the Four of Swords. So this situation, you guys have been through some ups and downs here. It hasn't been easy. And so they're also recognizing perhaps that you might still need some alone time to figure things out, or to even give them another chance. There's healing, recuperation, and more time towards contemplation with that energy. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Swords, which is a very painful breakup, a painful ending. You know, the backstabbing that comes along with trust issues and infidelity and trust issues, cheating, things of that nature, you know. So it hasn't been easy whatsoever. And they know that they are in need of making amends here. They want forgiveness. That doesn't necessarily mean that you will offer that, but that is a part of their innermost thoughts as to what it is that they're hoping for from you. Okay, so let's move on to messages from their higher self, whatever it is that they feel the need to express in this reading at this time. So I'll be pulling from my HEARTSPACE Oracle here. And some of these messages, Leo, you could also resonate with it for yourself and what it is that you would want to express to this person. Okay, so let's grab some cards here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Leo, second half of August, the tail end of Leo season as we prepare for Virgo season. No one gets me like you do. No one. Okay, so they've come to find that nobody really understands them the way you did or do, still do. Look at this. No one has ever made me feel the way you do. It doesn't matter who came before you, because no one will ever come after you. But the fact of the matter is, we have seen signs of infidelity, lies, betrayal, cheating. And so someone did come after you, but they're realizing that it really was not what they were looking for, you know. You stimulate my mind, my heart, and my body. So there's still something connected to you. They still feel it. There could be 5D interaction going on here. And then lastly, we have, there are a million people that will cross my path in my lifetime, and still none of them could ever compare to you. So that's kind of a repetitive message that's coming through here, Leo, when it comes to this person. you know? So let's go ahead and grab some additional tarot. I'll be pulling from my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. At the end of the day, I'm kind of feeling they know they messed up. They ruined a good thing. They hurt you. If it wasn't cheating, if it wasn't a third party, then it was some other sort of action that they took that hurt you and disappointed you. They know this. They want to return, to be able to make things up to you. And it's totally your call, Leo, whether or not this can ever happen. You know? Here they are coming in with a solid offer, perhaps of commitment. Part of what it is that they're wanting to manifest is you back in their life. And Five of Pentacles, you probably left this person out in the cold. They've been struggling throughout this time apart, the breakup, and, you know, maybe they've just been struggling in all areas of their life. Maybe finances at one point wasn't so good. You know, maybe, as we've seen, though, there could be a possibility that that was temporary and they're a lot better in that area. But they're still struggling through the breakup, perhaps. And then we have the Three of Cups. So this is a very celebratory type energy. It's a very happy vibe. And it depends, of course, on how you're seeing this whole situation. It can either be a new beginning for the two of you, or you're just ready and willing to start over, start fresh with somebody completely brand new. Especially if you're single, if you're still healing from this whole situation. Some of you guys might have already moved on to somebody else. Some of you guys might have already moved on, gotten married. Because the Three of Cups, again, it's a celebration. So some of you could be celebrating a wedding or an engagement. If not, it's a new love, a new chapter. But if you guys are able to fix this, then there's the possibility that through a new beginning you can have a reunion coming through here. We do have the King of Pentacles coming in. This is somebody that's in a much better place financially. Maybe they have their own business. They're a lot more mature, a lot more grounded in their life. They're a lot more secure. They're ready to be the leader in this partnership and do what's necessary to be able to fix this. And Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, compassionate, very caring, emotionally stable, intuitive. Okay, so trust that intuition of yours, Divine Feminine, when it comes to your masculine, because maybe they really are coming towards you as a better person, aside from the person that you remember who ended up hurting you. And then we have the Nine of Cups right here. So there's something about emotional stability that's coming through in this partnership now. And I feel somebody here has learned some pretty valuable lessons and perhaps very grateful, if given the chance, to be able to manifest a reunion here. I feel they still think of you, they still dream about you, and they are hoping and wishing that this is something that can still be rectified and be fixed, Leo. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself there from their higher self. So let's go ahead and grab some songs, lyrical messages about the connection here. So I'll go ahead and pull from my heart songs of the 90s. If you're not familiar with the actual songs, see if you resonate with the lyrics that are coming forward. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Leo. Second half of August, the connection. What are the lyrical messages that need to come through here? All right, so we have one song so far, In These Arms by Bon Jovi. This is so interesting. I can't help but feel that this is coming through with a divine masculine energy. So it does say, you want commitment. Take a look into these eyes. They burn with fire until the end of time. And I would do anything. I'd beg, I'd steal, I'd die to have you in these arms tonight. Baby, I want you like the roses want the rain. You know I need you like the poet needs the pain. I would give anything, my blood, my love, my life. I'd hold you, I'd need you, I'd get down on my knees for you. Make everything all right if you were in these arms. So I can't help but feel, as I've mentioned, this could be a divine masculine really hoping and wishing Divine Feminine that you'll give them a second chance. They're willing to do anything and everything to be able to prove to you that they're all in, they're fully invested, they know what they failed to do before, and they're really ready to show you what it is that they can bring this time. And if they really are coming in as that King of Pentacles, then they really are looking for a permanent, lasting type of love. Okay, the next song is Angel by John Cicada. Okay, and the lyrics say, I can't read the future, but I still want to hold you close. Right now I need that from you. So give me the morning. Sharing another day with you is all I want to know. So I kind of feel these two songs go together. Maybe they really do see you as an angel, as an earth angel that's blessed their life with your love, your presence. And when you guys parted ways, they really felt that emptiness, that void, since you ended up not being there, obviously, right? And also, they could have compromised the whole situation due to that Seven of Swords that we have seen, the deception and lies, however way that unfolded in the relationship. And lastly, we have I Don't Want to Cry by Mariah Carey. So it's interesting to me how we've got two songs here representing male singers, male artists, and then we've got Mariah Carey, obviously. So this could be representing the divine feminine energy. So it does say too far apart to bridge the distance, but something keeps us hanging on, pretending not to know the difference. Denying what we had is gone. Every moment we're together is just breaking me down. I know we swore it was forever, but it hurts too much to stay around. So this is clarifying here for some of you, divine feminine, that you might have walked away from your masculine because they hurt you. And it really did hurt too much to stick around because they were doing things here to ruin the partnership. And you know, we can't ignore the fact that we did see the Seven of Swords in this reading. So there was some sort of deceptive energy there. They did something. They hurt you. They broke your heart. They created distance. They created a situation ultimately where you guys went into separation. And divine feminine, that definitely affected you. And maybe, you know, you cried so many tears as a result of what happened here. But now hopefully you're finally on the mend and healing, or this is a thing of the past and you've moved on. Okay, so that's the energy that's coming through here, guys, when it comes to the connection. All right, so we've now come to the part of the reading where it's more interactive, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my yes/no oracle so you guys can ask any question that you would like. It doesn't necessarily have to be about love and romance. It could be about anything. It could be career related. It could be finance. It could be health. It could be friendships, associates, family, whatever it is, okay? And then we'll go ahead and clarify that with a time frame here. And I'll be pulling from my Time Traveler Oracle. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do 3 questions. So whatever it is that you have in mind, now is the time to go ahead and focus on that. You can either say the question out loud, or you can just meditate on it, focus on it, concentrate on it. So let's grab an answer, and if it's not the answer that you're looking for or hoping for, the way I personally see that, either the timing could be off, or that's the universe or your angels or your spirit guides telling you that there's something or someone way better suited for you out there, okay? All right, so question number 1, here we go. For Leo. All right, so we are starting off with a yes. Hopefully that's a positive response. So let's go ahead and grab a time frame. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. What's the time frame for question number 1? Okay, so we have 4 months coming through here. So that takes you to December. That takes you to the end of the year. So it's telling you whatever it is your question was about, it is coming through as a yes. And in about 4 months, you should gain some clarity, or you'll find out something about that situation, or something will manifest in 4 months. Okay? So that's question number 1. So take these with a grain of salt, guys, because it's very difficult to actually pinpoint time frames, yes, no responses. You know, you always have to pay attention to what's going on in your life. So this is just general guidance, and it's up to you, of course. You've got your own free will. So does the other person, if there is another person involved in your question. All right, so this is just guidance and some potentials. All right, so if you have a second question, now is the time to focus on that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. Here we go. Question number 2. Okay, so for the second question, we do have a no. And I mean, these answers, if it's not a good answer for you, the way I see it, you know, I've already explained that part. But whenever we see a no, it's not always a negative. I did one for, it was a mini reading that I did for a client, and their question was their partner cheating on them? And it came through as a no. So it doesn't have to be a negative if it is a no, because that might actually be a good response. All right, so let's go ahead and grab a time frame for question number 2. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. Well, we have the month of September, so that's next month. It might not be happening in August, but sometime during the course of next month, this no could actually turn into a yes, if this is something that you're really wanting a yes answer for. Okay, so let's head on over to the third question and see what the answer is there. That is, if you have a third question. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. All right, what else do we need to know here? For question number 3, whatever it might be, love, career, health, friends, family, whatever. Okay, here we go. Say it out loud or concentrate on it. And we have a yes. Okay, so 2 yeses presenting itself here. So let's go ahead and grab the time frame for that yes. I did a reading yesterday, and similar format for one of the signs, I forget which, and it came through as yes, that time has passed. So even though it came through as a yes, by the time the time frame came in, it was basically telling the person or whoever that made sense for, it's like, yes, it's time to move on, you know? So I kind of thought that was an interesting combination. So let's grab your time frame for this last question, Leo. Ooh, look at this one. Next week. So this one is coming up very soon. So hopefully, again, that's a very positive response that you were hoping for, wishing for. And perhaps you'll be able to gain clarity about it or find out something, or it'll just manifest for you sometime during the course of next week. So again, these are just general potentials of what could be happening. If something doesn't happen next week, that doesn't mean it can't happen later on down the line. Since, again, there's just no way to pinpoint exactly when something's going to happen. These are just potentials of possibilities. All right, guys, so that's it for now. Hopefully there's something in this reading that you were able to resonate with. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.